We call the Board of Mayor and Aldermen meeting for Tuesday, April the 28th to order. If you're able to, please stand for the opening prayer by Chaplain Johnny Bird from Legacy Church. And again, if you're able, please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Lord, we thank you for living in a city like Bartlett. God, we thank you for the blessings that you have bestowed on our fair city. God, thank you for all the men and women who serve our city so diligently, from the people sitting in this room to those who pick up the trash and run events. God, I pray that your grace be upon us as we make decisions that are going to last for generations in this room. God, thank you for a strong budget that's going to do everything that it's supposed to do for our city. And God, that your grace would be on each decision maker tonight. In Jesus' holy name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, will you please read the future meetings into the record?
Planning Commission, May 4th at 6:30 p.m. Bartlett Station Commission, May 6th at 7:30 a.m. Family Assistance Commission, May 7th at 6 p.m. City Beautiful Commission, May 7th at 6:30 p.m.
I'd ask that Ms. Clerk come forward as she smiles. I have a proclamation here that the Office of Professional Municipal Clerks Week is a time honored and vital part of our local government. It exists throughout the world. The Office of Professional Municipal Clerks is one of the oldest among public servants. The Office of Professional Municipal Clerk provides the professional link between the citizens, local governing bodies, and the agencies of government at all other levels. Professional municipal clerks have pledged to be ever mindful of their neutrality, impartiality, rendering equal service to all. The professional municipal clerk serves as the information center on functions of local government in our community. Professional municipal clerks continually strive to improve the administration of the affairs of the office of the professional municipal clerk through participation and education, programs, seminars, workshops, and annual meetings of their state. It is the most appropriate that we recognize the accomplishment of the office of the professional municipal clerk. So as mayor, I therefore proclaim the week of May 3rd, even though it's not here, right around the corner, can you believe it, through May 9th of 2026 as Professional Municipal Clerks Week. And it's with great honor that I'll be able to present this proclamation to one of the most professional clerks, the most professional clerk in Tennessee, ours, Ms. Petty Medlock. Are you going to speak?
Just say that Bartlett is not a top place to work. It is the best place to work. After 27 years, it's just a wonderful staff, and it's a great place to work. And I also want to give a shout out to Sharon Farley, who is not in an official position, but she's my backup, so that I can take a vacation. So thank you to Sharon.
We're very thankful for our clerks. Now, we move to approval of the minutes. The minutes of the March 24th Mayor Board Alderman meeting at our regular meeting. You've all had the minutes and time to see if there's any omissions, corrections, or errors, and hearing none, Chair would entertain a motion to approve.
I move we approve.
Second. Been properly motioned and second. Madam Professional Clerk, will you put the roll up before the board? The minutes from the March 24th meeting carry 5 to 1. So now we move to the consent agenda. There's 7 items on the consent agenda. Any member of the board may remove any one item for a separate discussion. Does any board member wish to remove any item Hearing none, Madam Clerk, I'd ask that you read the 7 items into the record for us, please.
Item 1, special event permit for Panther Prowl Fun Run. Item 2, contract for HVAC replacement at the venue at Bartlett Station. Item 3, residential subdivision contract for Baggett subdivision. Item 4, commercial site plan contract for McDonald's Restaurant. Item 5, mixed-use contract for the Waters at Bartlett Phase 1. Item 6, authorization to auction surplus property. Item 7, financial report for February 2026.
Been properly motion. Madam Clerk, you can decide who the second was, and also put the roll up. Agenda is passed, unanimous. Under new business, Madam Clerk, read item number 1.
Appoint Jan Jones to the Bartlett Station Commission.
It's with great honor I present Miss Jan Jones to y'all, who is a perfect fit for this committee, and would entertain a motion to approve.
So move.
For properly motion, second, and I believe Alderman Reeves has something he wants to say.
Yeah, I have to recuse myself on this vote because Ms. Jones and I, or Mr. Jones and I, we all are partners together, side porch in the pharmacy, so I need to recuse myself.
Yeah, there's a song about that, ain't it? Me and Mrs. Jones. Anybody else have anything they wish to say? Madam Clerk?
Penny, do I choose abstain or can I choose recuse? Okay.
And I'll make a note in the minutes.
Okay.
Mrs. Jones, it passes 5-1, and we're very welcome. Glad to have you on the Bartlett Station Commission. Madam Clerk, item number 2.
Resolution 13-26, a resolution to amend the fiscal year 2026 Bartlett City Schools General Fund and Capital Fund Projects Fund.
Mr. Dick Phoebus, Director of Finance, you're recognized.
This comes to us from the Bartlett City School Board. They're amending their budget for $126,500 for metal roof replacement at Oak Cafeteria.
Any discussion on Resolution 2326? Hearing none, Madam Clerk. Resolution 1326 passes unanimous, 6-0. Madam Clerk, item number 3.
Resolution 14-26, a resolution to amend the fiscal year 2026 general fund budget to appropriate $98,400 for peace officer supplement pay for police department certified personnel.
Mr. Dick Phoebus, again, you're recognized.
We've received $98,400 from the state of Tennessee for peace officer supplement pay, $800 each, and these will be included in the April 30th payroll.
Properly motion and second. Any discussion on Resolution 1426? Hearing none, Madam Clerk. Resolution 14-26 passes unanimous also, 6-0. We now move to open discussion. Is there anything any member of the board wish to say?
2 questions. Oh, you go ahead first.
Mrs. Williams.
I just would like to tell you guys, thank you so much for all the love and just calls and hugs and lasagnas and all the things that were provided to me and my family during the passing of my mother. It's really hard for me to speak, but I wanted to tell you all I thank you so much. I absolutely love all of you all. I love my city. And I thank you for everyone that came out to visit. Chip, I saw when you all came in and had to, Chip and, you all had to come in, the department came in and left, but because you guys got a call. But I saw you all, so I just wanted to say, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you all. It's rough for me right now, but I'm going to get through it because that's how my mom raised me. But I just want to say I love you all and thank you for the support and just continue to keep my family and myself in your prayers.
Thank you. Alderman Reeves.
Yeah, 2 questions. If we could, I know there's, we got the budget cycle coming up. Can we kind of get not a preview of the budget, but kind of the process for it and the dates? That way people know what to expect coming up.
You can just do the dates there.
Yeah, so the initial plan would be to host a work session May 12th from 4 to 6, and that would be the initial first reading of the budget, kind of go over everything that is planned, and then ultimately take the vote from this board. The following meeting would be May 26th. That would be the second reading. The ambition there is to have our public-private partners, the library, and the YMCA come and present. Just give you an update on how things are kind of going. During that work session, we could address any potential issues that came up during the budget. And then the final reading, of course, would be the first reading in June.
Okay. Thank you. Just for the record, 26th, I'll be out of town. So I'm gonna be on an island, so I won't be here for the second reading. So unless unless I can take the vote remotely, but I don't know if I can do that or not. The other thing I was gonna mention is I was gonna ask this of the mayor or Steve, either one. I was looking at the conditions specifically on some of the contracts we supported today. And I was reminded of the vote that we took on June 10th about the contract fees for subdivisions. And we reduced a lot of fees to 0 to spur development back then. So that was June 10th, 2025, like we went all in, So I'm just kind of interested how that's played out from your viewpoint. Has that been successful in terms of jumpstarting some of the developments that we've gotten? Was it successful from your viewpoint? We haven't really talked about it since we've done it, and we've approved quite a bit, but I'm wondering if that was one of the major catalysts, and kind of get your perspective on it.
Yes, it has. A lot of times people don't realize before you see things, earth moving equipment and stuff, usually sometimes it's 2 or 3 years in the making. But since that time, it's put about it's around 500 additional single-family residential homes in the pipeline for the next 3 to 5 years. And it started with Walker Farms, and which had about 120 lots in it. Yeah. And then it proceeded on with the Stelling Place, and then the other development up here called the Sanctuary, and a bunch of other little spots. But yes, it has spurred some of it. You not be able to see it, and probably may not even be able to see well, I think in Walker Farms you'll be able to purchase homes here pretty soon. But yes, you're beginning to see the fruit of that here, hopefully this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could get Trey to give you some of those details and numbers.
Yeah, and for me, it was just one of those things where it wasn't a big hoopla about it when we did it. We were just setting fees, and we sat in here and we said, is this an impediment to development? And they were. And so, and we cut them really, really good, or by quite a bit, and I think it spurred on the development. So
Let me just say this, is regardless of what you did to the fees, it was neutral anyway. You could charge X a fee, but if you don't ever develop or never produce a lot, it don't generate no revenue to begin with. So it has a lot of residual on the back end when they do come in, down to the property taxes for a very long time, and the amount of money that it generates, the jobs that it generates, and not only what it contributes to the local economy and restaurants and business, gas stations, banking, and so forth like that. Mr. Arthur.
Thank you, Mayor. To answer your question, yes, it has. It's Walker Farms, the Sanctuary, even the waters at Bartlett. It's opened up a lot of interest in Bartlett, a lot of phone calls and conversations for new development. So it has. It's the phone's not ringing off the wall, but ringing more. It's like we're open for business.
all right, good deal. I just saw it, and I just wanted to kind of revisit it to say, this as impactful as we thought it would be, and it looks like it was pretty impactful. So, perfect. Thank you. That's all I need. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
A little help on the interest rates goes a long ways too. But any other discussion from the board? Mr. Alderman Griffin.
Just want to thank everyone for coming out to the Bartlett City Beautiful plant sale, and looking forward to seeing the results of that once everything's been, all of our excess inventory has been returned. And that's always a great event that helps beautify our city in so many ways, whether it's our parks or our medians on Old Brownsville. And so I appreciate what the City Beautiful Commission does to beautify the city, and the support they receive from the citizens in making that possible.
So I don't know if you catch that, but the revenues made off of the plants you purchased has been putting the crepe myrtles in the median out on Old Brownsville Road. I think 2 years ago it replaced a lot of the park benches, the wood on the park benches and picnic tables. And in this last year, that's where we paid for the additional benches that you see out here at the Japanese Garden. So those dollars you spend in Bartlett stay in Bartlett, go right back into good use right there. So, hearing nothing else from the directors, any board member would have anything, director have anything they wish to share? Seeing none of the directors, Miss Madam Clerk, has anybody come forward with an open citizen forum?
Yes, Mr. Bob Green.
Mr. Bob, if you'd state your name and address for the record, please.
My name is Bob Green. My address is 977 Schofield Drive, Cordova, Tennessee, 38018. Not here to discuss anything too complicated or controversial, but I'm a candidate for the county clerk's office. There's 2 days left in early voting. Voting officially is on May 5th. I'm noticing that the other candidates have neglected that the location is before the title. The county doesn't seem to get much attention during these primaries because they have their circuit that they run, and outsiders like me, we realize y'all aren't getting any attention, and y'all, all the surrounding cities, have more voters and very little voting. I have 3 big things that I'm running on. On day 1, I'm going to start the process of a full forensic audit. Everything that's been done wrong, everything that's been misspent, I want to know. A lot of the candidates that currently work for the county clerk's office want to just zero it out and let bygones be bygones. We have to have accountability and transparency, and that's what I'll bring. Within the first month, I want to work with Nashville. So we're going to go to Nashville, we're going to see what computers they're running, what technology they're using, and we're going to start implementing that into the county clerk's office. Right now, they're working on Windows 7. You can't update that. The money's there, no new taxes. The money's already there, it's been allocated. They're just refusing to spend it. They're not stealing from you, they're refusing to give you what you've already paid for. And then over the course of the 4 years, expanded locations, continued training, and accountability for the employees. Nobody should have to take a vacation day to go get their tags. With cars being the most expensive they've ever been, nobody should have to keep going back to the dealership 3, 4, 5 times to get drive-out tags renewed. A lot of the fellow candidates are great at discussing why they'd be great behind the desk. If elected, I will be out there in the locations, seeing what's wrong, seeing how we can fix it, seeing what we can do to make things better for all the citizens of Shelby County. My name is Bob Green. I'm on the Democratic primary. A lot of people don't go and vote on the primaries because they have to state which party and blah, blah, blah. Now is an opportunity to vote on the Democratic primary because the Republican primary is limited. They've picked their candidates pretty much. There's not a lot of people running. On the Democratic primary, the people we complain about every primary season.
That's time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Green. Madam Clerk, was anyone else? That concludes the business for this board meeting on Tuesday, April the 28th. Meeting adjourned.